Grand Rising. Welcome back to another one of my videos. It's your sister from another Mr. Lovely Fly Shy back with another video. So, really quick, shout out to you if you are new. I greatly appreciate you for joining me on this journey. And definitely don't hesitate or be shy to engage. I would love to hear from you. But in this segment, we're going to get into why a 9-to-5 is not for you. Shocking truth. Let's get into it. So I took a couple of notes. I hope you all don't mind me reading them. But before we get into the notes, actually, I would like to just share, just based off of my experiences in the past, working 9-to-5s, I can tell you one thing. I was never fulfilled. I was always unhappy. I always felt like something was missing. There was a void that I was trying to fill, it seemed, by engaging or remaining in the rat race against illusionary time and against different belief systems in terms of society and, you know, what we have been trained to do, you know. And I was very unhappy and unfulfilled. I've had really good jobs too. I've worked at a hospital as a nutritional assistant, and I actually really enjoyed that job. I worked there when I was pregnant with my 3-year-old, and I really enjoyed working there. I was able to serve. Serving is one of my love languages, so I was able to serve some of the patients, and you know, I really enjoyed that aspect of it. You know, you can come across jobs that, you know, you can enjoy, or you can have those moments of joy and fulfillment, but the reality is, if you are not in alignment with your soul's purpose in order to reach that maximal soul's growth and soul transformation, you know, you're always gonna feel like something is missing. You're always gonna feel uneasy, you know. And so I want to just share with you, oh my God, okay, sorry guys, but anyway, I want to share with you some notes that I wrote, and I want you all to go within yourselves in order to truly receive what it is I'm about to reveal to you, because this is the new paradigm that I speak of, and I don't know how else to break it down to you all except make it plain. So as we continue on our soul's journey and progress further into this new grand scheme of things, it's important to know and to realize truly that your spiritual gifts will be your currency, no matter what that is. I named a few in my previous video. You could be a seer, a psychic, a messenger, a prophetess, a prophet, a bishop, whatever that God has gifted you with. It is not, that gift is not meant for you to sit on. It is not meant for you to be selfish with. It is imperative for you to share that light with the world and inspire them to seek that light within themselves, because we all have a purpose, you all. Everybody has a gift. But what causes friction and uncertainty and the repeated cycles of insanity in the form of just these same loops, these same repeated cycles, dealings with the same people, same places, and nothing changes, right? But everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a gift. But it is the inability to go within oneself in order to realize what that gift and what that purpose is. And that's what causes the disdain in people. That's what causes the uncertainty in them. Okay? So your high energy, frequency, and vibration will be your currency. So the way that you are able to manage and handle and control external forces and external circumstances that may come upon you, that will be your currency. Hold on, guys, 1 second. Alrighty, my apologies. That was getting good. And before the enemy tried to do anything to mess up the message, because as I said, my phone, I'll be right in the middle of a message and then it'll just click off, which makes me so angry. But anyways, so the way that you are able to manage and control these external forces is the way in which you will be able to co-create your reality, you know, by keeping a high frequency, keeping a high vibration, and maintaining it. You know, yes, we are going to have bad days. Yes, we are going to be sad. Yes, we still deal with human emotions, but through the rising of our consciousness, we are just able to better manage it, and we are able to separate ourselves from things that could have once before in our past hindered us and kept us down and held us back, you know, from this truth. Also, your ability to raise your consciousness and align with divine source will be your currency. Okay? Thus leaving no need or any room, time, or space to engage in anything other than your soul's purpose, enlightenment, and continued ascension. Okay? Now, I know I probably just said a mouthful. I thought I was too. I was like, dang, Spirit. I'm like, where'd this come from? I didn't know I had knowledge like that. I know I was smart now. But no, I'm just playing. See, as you raise your consciousness and you grow and you separate yourself from ego and those limiting beliefs, everything, just all these possibilities just come before you, you know, and it's really an interesting journey as I grow and learn myself on a deeper level. But back to the point. So I want to touch back on the fact that everybody has a purpose. You know, everyone's purpose on this planet Earth wasn't to work a job. You know, I don't think no one's was. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think we were intended to live as in our natural states of being. I believe that life as we know it today was not intended to be this way. That's number one. But yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing 9-to-5s or anything like that, because I was in y'all's shoes too. Just last month I really felt that I had got this job, and then boom, something had came up and that door was closed. But God had already revealed to me, like, you know what? That's not what I want you to do. That's going to take time away from what I called you to do. You see, we all have a mission, you all. And I want you guys to understand that. You have a soul purpose. You have a soul's mission. You have a gift. You have a special ability. But it is up to you to bring it out. Just because I've tapped into my abilities, my power, my God-given power, does not mean that I'm any better than you. That does not mean that the Most High, divine source of all, loves and cherishes me more than the divine source cares and loves and cherishes you. Excuse me, I almost got tongue-tied, but we shall proceed. But yeah. So I think this is a very important time to really, really trust and believe in what it is that we bring to planet Earth, to planet Gaia. You know, what do we bring? Like, what is our purpose? Like, I want you guys to get a journal. I'm telling you, like, it may sound corny to some that don't want to change their life, that don't want to level up, that don't want to upgrade, that don't want to advance in life. But for those of you who are already hip to this, get yourself a journal and start journaling and start writing out all of those downloads, those messages, and what have you that the Most High has placed on your spirit. You know, write everything down, write all of your goals down, write yourself a 3-month, 6-month, and 9-month plan. You know, and be very realistic with yourself. You don't have to try to feel like just because this celebrity is doing that or this celebrity is doing this or has that you have to live up to that too. Perhaps you weren't meant to do that. Has it ever occurred to you that you were meant to do something bigger and better? While you sitting here hung up and idolizing this person and idolizing that person, you need to be putting that idolization into yourself and into the Most High. that has already given you everything that you need, which is already inside of you. You know, we really have to take action, you all. Yeah, we can't expect anything to change. We cannot expect our circumstances to change. We cannot expect healing to come forth if we are not willing to do the work. And that is a valuable lesson and what I am still learning today. Though I have grown tremendously, and I am very, very proud of myself. And I am grateful and thankful for the path that I have decided to take. I am grateful and thankful for being given that grace and that mercy from the Most High when I was in my darkest times, you all. But in those times, I found my purpose. I found my gift. You know, I always knew what my gifts were. I always knew what my abilities were. But you have to understand, when I was a kid, none of that was poured into. You know, I was told that I was crazy. I was belittled, ridiculed, abused. You know, and that, as I grew up, you know, that caused me to fall into like a deep depression. It caused me to look at the outside world differently. But I want you to know that I am a survivor of all of that. And so are you. You don't have to be held in bondage any longer. Create that business. You know, admittedly, I'm going to be honest with you guys, but at this point, I'm like, I surrender, God, because at this point, I have to just 100% fully trust you, because it ain't like I'm not doing my due diligence. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Even me, like, I was like, God, you really want me to start a business? You want me to do this and that? I'm like, God, I need some fetty now. I need some cheddar. Like, come on now, God. And God's like, I told you, you already got it. And I'm like, so you really have to believe. But listen, I've been applying for jobs still. But we cannot do that, because that is going to block our blessings, and that's going to slow us down. God wants us to focus on our gifts, our abilities, raising our consciousness, growing. God wants us to focus on healing. You know, all that stuff we done been through? All that rewiring, all that deprogramming, the ego death, the dark night of the soul. That was some deep stuff. And I applaud each and every one of you. You have my sincerest standing ovation for having gone through that and survived. We are conquerors. We shall rise. And most of all, even in the face of anything, we shall proceed. So in closing, start that business. Start journaling. Just write out. If you're not sure where to start in your spiritual journey, just get a journal, get a pen, and write, what is my purpose? What is my gifts? Like, I know, tap into your inner child. Think about when you were a child. What did you enjoy doing the most? When I was a child, I loved to sing. I loved to dance. You know, now I've been starting to get into my dancing again. And God has revealed to me, like, your girl actually can dance. And I know this is a little off topic, but when you are in those times of loneliness and solitude, you really are revealed just different aspects of yourself that you didn't even know that you had. And so I was like, oh, I can dance now. You know, I love to, of course, write, sing, dance. I love to teach. I was always sitting my siblings in a room. I was always trying to be a teacher or something, like, get it right, or some type of like director of some sort, you know, but it was all, I meant well, you know, and when I look back at that, it tickles me, but I'm like, see, that's the energy we need to have. Tap into the energy you had when you was a child, you know, even because we endured so much as children, man, but we survived, and you are a conqueror because of it. Tap into that beast mode you had when you was a child, even through the abuse. I don't care what form of abuse it was. Yes, it was terrible. Yes, it was horrendous. No, you didn't deserve it, but it built you. You became a beast. Tap into that energy. It is time.